Well, unless they're like 2-3 loss, but generally that doesn't happen.
Even if it's a 2 loss, I think the Power 5 makes it in. If you win a Power 5 conference, if you're a Big 12 winner with 2 losses or a Pac-12 with 2 losses, usually it's going to be the Big 12 Pac-12.
Yeah.
For some reason, those two teams, that division, those are the weakest divisions on or the ACC. The ACC could, because Clemson, I don't know how long they're going to keep this set up. But so I think Power 5, no matter what, I mean, if you're like a 5, like you're almost like 500 winning it, then maybe not.
Right.
But if you're looking at 2-3 losses, I think you're in, right? So you got 5, and then you got your.
In this case,
You got 2 at large.
You'd have your Alabama right now would be one that
Well,
would be in.
Yeah, but they would be at one of the at large.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So you look at your 4, and then Alabama would be at large. So you have, let's see, LSU would be in, Ohio State would be in, Clemson would be in.
Oklahoma.
Let's say Oklahoma, and then let's say Utah, for sake of argument, Utah wins the Pac-12, right? So those are your 5. You got Alabama.
Go ahead.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at something.
Utah's. You don't think I'm a Utah?
I don't. No, go ahead.
So Alabama's looking at 5, or it's 6, right? And then you got, let's say, the 2-loss Minnesota team is in there over 8 with the strength of schedule, over Oregon because they have 2 losses. Am I wrong, or do you need to correct me on something, Matt?
No, I just wanted to check something.
What, you didn't think Utah was that good?
I just wanted to check something, okay, sir?
Our show, spill it.
Shane Richardson said if Ohio State wins this week, as long as they win the Big Ten title, they're in.
What'd they say?
We will be number 1 even if we lose. Even if we lost to Michigan, we would only fall to 4 heading into the Big Ten championship game. What do you think about that? If we lose to Michigan and win the Big Ten championship, do you think they still get in?
If we lose to Michigan, we're dropping to number 6 or number 7.
Committee does not like Ohio State or the Big Ten.
And that's
We will drop.
generally the drop from 1 or 2. If you lose to
No, because Alabama went from 2. No, they went from 3, right?
Alabama lost to the number 2 team in the country.
Number
Michigan
1.
is not. I think they were number 1 at the time. I think they were number 2.
Was it 2 versus 3? Yeah, it was 2 versus 3. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were 1.
Yeah.
Which was just done so that they could knock us down.
Yeah. And see, we like Ohio State.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Yeah, we'd probably be at 6. I don't think we'd be 4. I really don't. We would go to 6, maybe 5.
Yeah.
It may not go right out because there'd be a lot of backlash if Ohio State loses.
He said 3 years ago, Alabama lost being number 1 to number 4.
It's an SEC team and it's Bama.
Yeah.
And who'd they lose to?
Bama always gets the.
It doesn't matter. Ohio State can lose to Florida. Like, could you lose to LSU?
Right. We're going to 6.
We're going to 4, 5, or 6. Like, it just
Michigan is Michigan 2 loss? Yeah.
Yeah, they're 2 loss.
There's no way we're staying in the top 4. But if we came back and got into
we crushed Minnesota in
yeah.
because Minnesota, if we lost to Michigan, we would drop. That means Minnesota would jump up, and Penn State would already be lost that week too. So Minnesota would jump up that week too. So they'd be looking at 6, 7 ranked Minnesota.
Let's say we lose to Michigan 31-30, and then we go into the Big Ten championship and beat Minnesota 45 to.
Number 6, number 7 Minnesota. We're 4.
We're in.
We're 4
That scenario then.
because we're a Big Ten champ. It's because we're the Big Ten champ.
Right.
But we beat a
Top
6, 7 Minnesota team to get there.
Right.
So we have a quality win at the very end in the Big Ten championship to go in there.
It's really helping us that
Minnesota's ranked.
Yeah, that's helping.
The last 2 weeks is going to be great for us because it's going to be like, look, we have 2 top 10 wins.
Yeah, and I'm going to look and see who they're playing.
As long as they don't fall.
Minnesota plays Northwestern and
yeah.
Penn State. Penn State plays us. But
Well, thank God you guys got the information sheets over there and tell us this.
Thank God somebody prepares. Every week.
we can do
What are you going to do next week? Do you want me to prepare the show for you guys?
I thought
Well,
we
if
were
you're
gonna-
going to be a producer, might as well just go all out, Kev. Don't slap.
I can if you want.
There you go. Do what you got to do.
You should tune in and listen to the shit show.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
The Land Sports Shit Show.
With your host, Titan Mike.
How do you work this thing, Mike?
Yeah. just hitting buttons and shit. But yeah, if we lost Michigan, we'd have to dominate Minnesota to be back in.
Yeah.
There's no way we stay in the top 4. Ohio State don't get that love.
No, they don't.
They don't.
That's just the reality.
I don't think Ohio State's besides the number 1 this year, never been ranked higher than 4 in the CFP.
No.
Yeah. We got spanked the last time we were ranked by Clemson.
Yeah, we did.
It's
Sponsor time?
the
Sponsor time.
Wheel of 440 rides. No longer a sponsor.
No, they're no longer our sponsor. But these guys
Oh,
are our
shucks.
sponsors. Detroit Auto Parts, the main sponsor of Red Line Radio. You can reach them on the west side at 216-398-7373 or on the east side at 216-531-7373. Mention Red Line and get 10% off your purchase. Graver Machine Tool, the hotline sponsor. Call them today for all your powder coating machining needs. You can reach them at 440-322-3685. Ask for Ken. Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. All your home improvement needs, call Will Wiggins at 440-731-4654. Always Green Landscaping in Twinsburg. You can contact Sean Martyr at 330-487-0582. Lubrication Supply out of Norwalk. In the field or on the track, let them put you in the winner's circle. Call Kevin or Jim at 330-813-2305. K&N Towing in Cleveland. Stranded, need a tow, give Tom or Jim a call at 216-252-2229. Young and McCarthy attorneys for truck crash victims. You can reach them at 216-931-3932 or at truckcrashvictimhelp.com. Dirty Jobs, Dirt Cheap, Demo and Cleanup. Have a dirty job you don't want to do yourself? Give Rick Crofts a call at 440-453-6844. And Millsy Motorsports, your GM front-wheel drive performance specialist. Contact Mike Miller at 937-671-7345. And our sponsor at Land Sports Podcast, Wagner Landscaping out of Streetsboro. You can call Michelle at 330-524-5415.
It's going to be snowplow season. I'm pretty. Do they do snow plowing there?
Michelle?
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
There you go.
Wow.
Call Wagner Landscaping for all your
Do you need
snowplow needs.
I don't personally, but hopefully some of our listeners do.
yeah.
No, I'm sure they will. Hopefully not for a long time.
So the football committee, after the third set of rankings, came out and made a statement about Ohio State, and the statement reads: Ohio State has been strong on both sides of the ball. They've made a statement all year long. There's a little bit of love. It's weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Well, you can't deny greatness.
Yeah, finally recognize.
They can though. They did. And the year we went and won it, we were better than 4. We had a stupid loss against a stupid team in the beginning of the year.
Well, that's just it, Mike. Penn State has a stupid loss against a stupid team.
No, they don't. Minnesota is.
Okay.
They're legit.
Minnesota was ranked when they lost to them. And if they don't beat Ohio State, they're not going to – it's a 2-loss team. So they have nothing – they're not great then. They're a 2-loss team that lost to powerhouses in their conference. They're a good team, not great.
I take that back. I still got a turn.
There you go. Remember who showed this, isn't that?
Let's turn his mic off.
Just along
Yeah.
for the ride.
Yeah. Well, don't make me unplug you. No, but like that year we lost. Who did we lose to? That was that.
Oh, let's go back. It wasn't Purdue because that was last year.
It was.
I want to say it was Illinois.
I thought it was week 3, wasn't it? Oklahoma.
What year was it?
Wasn't it the year?
2014? No, 2015.
No, we beat Oklahoma. It's 2014.
So,
Well, I was real quiet.
yeah, start talking.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I do my best thinking and quiet.
I do my best thinking on the shitter.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
good to know. No wonder these things smell. But
We lost in 2014 to Virginia Tech.
yeah. See,
That's
that was a
right, yeah.
shitty. That was a game we lost.
And it wasn't supposed to be that bad of a loss, but then they went on to be pure shit that year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it was one loss to a shitty team in the beginning of the year, and then we dominated the rest of the year.
Early in the season, second week.
Exactly. Then we dominated the rest of the year and put on a show. A 56-point ass whooping blanking in the Big Ten championship.
Well, that's why we got in.
And at 4 though. Like who else was there? Like I mean, TCU was a 1-loss team at the time. No Big 12 championship.
Who was it? That was Alabama, Oregon, and that's the 2 we played. But who was the other team in that year?
Oregon beat.
Probably Oklahoma.
Fuck me. Oregon beat. The Florida State.
No. I need a faster.
You sure that was with Jameis Winston that same year?
You're putting me to
Because
sleep.
that was a Marcus Mariota.
Let's move it along.
Because Marcus Mariota came out the draft that year. Tennessee drafted him.
Yeah. Sure. Well.
Who was
I
it?
don't know. I can't. It's taking too long.
Okay, so
It's for another day. Let's before we get into basketball, let's get into our top 5 NFL games of the week.
we have those.
Yeah, they're on there.
Tennessee didn't play.
Nope, they're not on there.
Oh, that's one.
Had the Chiefs beating the Chargers 24-17.
That was a shitty game.
That was a shitty game. It wasn't an offensive game at all. That's for sure.
I have to pause the show and apologize to Titan Mike. It was Florida State.
Oh,
If his head
apology.
gets any bigger, that fucking hat's gonna explode. But he was right this time.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes had an average game. Travis Kelce had 92 yards and a touchdown. Phillip Rivers 4 interceptions,
Yeah, and one of them was bad.
and they
too.
still only lost by 7.
One of them was. It was. I watched part of that game because I had Travis Kelce. I was hoping he was gonna ball out for me.
Yeah, he did.
He
Yeah, he
finally
did.
did.
Yeah, and it's a couple. It was just a bad throw. Like Philip, it wasn't even a good interception. It was Philip Rivers really completely missed his receiver. It was just a bad throw, and like that was the game-ending interception too. But dirty DJ Swarms or something like that.
I'm a big fan of Phillip Rivers. I think it's unfortunate that he's never got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think he's a
But
solid.
He's
had
definitely
a solid
fallen off.
career.
This year is definitely falling off.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Eli.
Well, his running back, his defense took a big hit with Derwin James. Right, that's huge hit in your backfield. Right, Ingram has been in and out of injuries. That's a huge edge rusher you're missing. And then Gordon would miss the first 6 games, 7 games.
Yeah, he just now a couple weeks ago started getting back
Getting
to
his,
where he was.
yeah. I mean, Hunter Henry was out the first 6-7 games. So I mean, he had a lot of talent gone. That team was kind of depleted. So I mean, for him to win what he did win, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But he was saying, how he has a house. He's from Tennessee. He lives there. He wants to play in his home state to finish out his career. So he's looking, since he's a free agent, he's like, I would not mind playing in Tennessee for next year or two before I finish my career. I was like, I'm looking at it as a Titans fan, like, do we sign him, Tannehill, keep our backup, and then, we just draft this guy this year or next year? Or so we go from 6-10 to 7-9 with Phillip Rivers. I mean, it's progression, like I said.
Yeah.
Progress.
but
I mean, the Browns.
who
fans
knows?
are-
Phillip Rivers could have like a fresh, clean slate. New atmosphere, he's close to home, buys 37 kids, and
They also were talking about that on my way over. He has 10 kids.
yeah, the
10
dude,
kids. Wow.
10 kids.
he's lucky he's a fucking pro football player.
Yeah.
Like,
He needs
them
to
motherfuckers be
play.
on welfare. Like,
He's gonna play wherever the hell he can. For as
he'll be
long
like
as he can.
CFL,
Yeah.
XFL, you cool? Like,
Anyway.
what's up? He's 50 years old. Brett Favre doing copper tendon commercials.
So another game that was an offensive struggle. The Patriots beating the Eagles 17-10.
Patriots, man.
Yeah,
Tom
they-
Brady is looking human as hell.
No touchdowns. So they only had 298 yards of total offense, which is pretty rare for them.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, that's the thing. Like, their defense is stupid right now. But can you imagine if New England right now, they're 9-1,
Yeah.
and their offense is playing like high school offense. Like,
Yeah.
if they start clicking on even half of what they can do, it's not looking good for them.
They did have a touchdown pass, though. Julian Edelman hit Philip Dorsett.
But then he got injured on that. Dorsett got injured on that
Yeah.
play too. So I mean,
But they pulled it out. They're 9-1 now. Vikings over the Broncos 27-23.
that was a good game. I was like, wow, like Broncos are about to destroy them, and then out of nowhere, King Cousins just comes storming back.
I was pissed because Stephon Diggs was sucking.
Yeah, it's been sucky. Yeah, I kept him in the lineup the last 3-4 weeks.
And all of a sudden, I didn't even look, and I ended up looking Sunday night, and I was like, hot damn, this guy. Finally.
Yeah.
Damn.
He had 121 yards and a touchdown. Cousins had 219 yards, 3 TDs. And in the loss, Cortland Sutton had 113 yards for Denver. Cowboys beat the Lions 35-27. Dak Prescott, 444 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That's my QB right there. Love that guy. Of course, he's playing I think they're playing the Patriots.
They are playing the Patriots this week.
Yeah.
I'm not too fond of that. But
Michael Gallup had 148 yards receiving.
I like the Lions. I need Stafford to come back healthy. Like the Lions have a solid team.
you got that Gallup guy, don't you,
No.
Riley? Oh, I thought you did.
No,
No.
Jeff Driscoll didn't do a terrible job.
No,
in
he
his
was
place.
2 TDs and no interceptions. I mean, he was solid as a game manager, as a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
You can't ask for much more than that as backup.
Right.
But they're also missing their starting running back, and Kenny and Johnson.
Yeah.
That dude can come back healthy. I mean, you got T.J. Hawkinson, who's, he's up and down, but it's his rookie year. Give him some time. Matthew Stafford comes back. I mean, I like him. Marvin Jones is killing it over there. And Kenny Galladay is, he's showing us what he's worth.
One of my fantasy boys.
I just traded him and Sony Michel for Chris Carson. So, but I mean, if everybody gets healthy in the Lions and get another edge rusher in the draft, I mean, the Lions looking land at Chase Young territory.
Yeah.
And Chase Young in Detroit, that'd be some big name quarterbacks to be going after up there in the NFC North.
Yeah.
Rodgers, Cousins,
Mitchell.
well, he ain't. Yeah.
Oh,
Mitch. I don't know who did I argue with that before? Was it the owner of Redline Radio?
I don't know. I was actually speaking to the owner of Redline Radio. I was actually thinking if the Bears drafted DeMario McCall and then put him next to Mitchell Trubisky. Come on, guys.
Dude, that's a winning team. That's Super Bowl worthy.
Super Bowl.
Shit. They don't even need to play the games.
No, but Mitchell Trubisky, I'm pretty sure he sat right there before we did the whole thing, and he said Mitchell Trubisky is a great quarterback.
Ugh.
And I'm pretty sure I looked at them and said, "You're fucking high."
Great high school quarterback.
I was like, he is a game manager. He's all the talent around him, and he can't produce. I was like, Allen Robinson has top 5 talent in the receiver talent. Can't do anything with him. I was like,
I'm literally rubbing my head because this guy is just all Mr. Ohio high school football guy. It's so annoying.
But with him going, like if you replace, like there's candidates here. Like you're looking at Mariota, fresh start, is better than Trubisky. He's not He's not like a superstar. Don't get me wrong. I'm realist, all right. But he's better than Trubisky. So you can stay healthy. I think he can do decent things up there, especially with, or Cam Newton. If Cam Newton decides, he gets released by the Panthers.
Yeah, look at Kyle Allen's doing. I mean, he's not going to want to sit as a backup.
Kyle Allen also lost last 2 games in a row, and he's been shitty last 3 games. You look up the stats; it's horrible.
There's some people in the media that think Cam Newton is done. Like put him in the trash.
Like Andrew Luck done, like retiring.
Not retiring, but like his career's over. He's done.
Well, because he said he's a no. If I can't stay healthy, he's like I don't want to play. Is what he said. So that's why they don't know since they put him on IR. He's not come back. They're like, do you think he's gonna come back? Because well, if he's healthy and he can play, he'll play. I think he'll play. He loves the game too much.
There's always a career there for him to be a clothes model.
With his purse and his little.
Yeah.
What
What you should do is go in the NBA because those guys all dress like a bunch of animals.
Russell Westbrook. He always has some.
You remember what men used to wear in like the 30s and 40s? Like 4-piece suits.
Yeah.
Looking all dapper and like
what's wrong with that?
Tommy gun shit, and now we're having dudes wearing skinny jeans and fucking carrying man purses. Like this is so bullshit.
The world is fucked up.
Dude, the men in this country now, dude, if there was a draft, we'd surrender. Like, because we wouldn't know who we're drafting. Don't assume my sexuality or my gender.
Oh.
Bitch, you have a penis, you're a dude. Sorry.
Simple. It's next week. Tune in.
Yeah, X's and X's and O's, it's X's and Y's. It's like, it's as simple as that.
So the final game, I usually put all the close games, but I had to give some love to the Ravens. And
Thank God. I thought you were going to skip them.
No,
Dude, Lamar Jackson.
I'm biased.
Like,
Wow.
I'm eating my words, right? In the beginning.
I am too.
In the beginning.
That makes 3 of us.
Last year, I thought he was a fluke, right? And then, because I didn't think he had the accuracy of, he's all running. Because look at him in Louisville. You know, that's what he ran the ball. But and on that note, he starts to know he can throw the ball now. You know, he's making football quarterback NFL plays and looking good. Like it's fluid and like nothing to it. Just touch it. You know, just there's
This guy, he's out there having fun.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Did you see the interview with Mark Ingram?
No.
About the MVP? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw
The
that.
dude's like, he's like, if you don't believe Jackson's the MVP, come see me. I'll be outside the bank. Come see me. And he's like, my boy Jackson. He walks off and Jackson comes on the stage and that's the interview. It was fun. Well, you gotta watch it after the show. It's pretty funny. But like, he's making me eat my words. This dude's an animal.
Yeah.
An animal. Like nobody can
4
stop him
touchdowns.
because you stack the box. He's beating you over the head with his arm. If you back up and drop 6 to 7, and he's running for it. Like this dude's nuts. He makes Michael Vick look like a Pee Wee football player. It's crazy. Like I can't.
It all started after that.
Madden 21 is gonna suck balls, right? Because everybody's gonna be Baltimore Ravens running around back and forth with fucking Lamar Jackson, and you're gonna be like, you know what?
I'm done.
Everybody's in a spy. I don't give a fuck. Like,
But yeah, he had 222 yards, 4 touchdowns, another 86 on the yards.
how many rushing yards does this dude have on a season? Like 600? Easily, I think he has
Probably
to.
would,
Like it's just close to 500-600 rushing yards.
And Gus Edwards,
If not, like,
household name there, 112 yards rushing and a touchdown.
well, he had some huge games last year. Like
Yeah.
he had a lot of promise. There were a lot of things talking about this dude, but So you want to get to what?
How about the Buckeyes
Basketball team, dude. They're
Yeah.
looking good. That big win over
Villanova crushed them by 30 points.
last week over the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge upset win, and then
Then they had a big
we have a couple
over
of huge
Stetson.
games coming up with Kentucky and UNC. What's he have?
788.
Rushing yards?
Yep. On
Jesus fucking Christ!
115 carries, almost 7 yards per carry. Last year, he had 147 carries for 695. So he's eclipsed last year. And
wow.
I mean, he's
How many
got
passing yards does he have?
passing 2,258. 66% completion, 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
He has more touchdowns than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
How many touchdowns on the ground though? That's the thing. Is he?
6 touchdowns on the
So
ground.
he's accounting for 24 touchdowns right now.
Nice.
25 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a beast, no doubt about it. Like I said, I eat my words too.
So is he right now? Are you looking at it like? Is he the front runner for the MVP?
Absolutely.
He's got to be.
And John Harbaugh's the front runner for Coach of the Year.
What about Michael Shanahan in New Orleans, like in San Francisco? They go
Kyle.
from 4-12.
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan, thank you. 4-12 to 9-1.
I'm giving it to John Harbaugh right now.
Whoever makes it, if John Harbaugh makes it, if the Ravens make the Super Bowl, yes. But if 49ers make it, it's all Kyle Shanahan, hands down. Because look what he did with the team. The team's not much different than last year. They didn't add a bunch of high talent off season. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the Ravens did either, but they turned the shit around completely. Like from 4-12 to 9-1. You know, powerhouse, NFL powerhouse.
Pretty sure their franchise quarterback was hurt all last year.
Is Jimmy Garoppolo really a franchise quarterback right now? I mean, it's his first.
Are
This is
you
his
giving-
first full year.
Are you giving Jimmy Garoppolo any of the credit for the 9-1 season?
Yes. Don't
Then
get me wrong.
I think he's important.
He's important. I'm not saying he's not important. So let's not twist my words. All right, Hillary. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. I look at franchise quarterbacks as the Bradys, the Rodgers, the Wilsons. You know, those guys that's been there. They've been re-signed. This is his first year. This is his first full year as a quarterback for them. All right. He is the franchise's quarterback, but I don't know if he's a franchise quarterback yet. He hasn't done enough yet. Just like Lamar Jackson, he's looking like a franchise quarterback, but can you really name him as a franchise quarterback right now?
If Lamar Jackson was hurt in the 3rd game of the season, what would the Ravens' record be right now?
Same with Jimmy Garoppolo. Same thing. Like I'm saying,
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
it doesn't
they
make
didn't
him a
have
franchise quarterback then.
He is their quarterback. Just like Baker Mayfield is the Cleveland Browns franchise quarterback. He's trash and highly overrated, But that doesn't matter. He's the Browns franchise quarterback.
Okay, so Jimmy G's a franchise quarterback then. So is Josh Allen a franchise quarterback for Buffalo?
Yeah, at this point.
All right. What about Ryan Fitzpatrick for the Dolphins? Is he?
No, he is not a franchise quarterback.
But he's a Dolphins quarterback. He's
He
responsible
is.
for their
He was
wins.
also-
He's a placeholder.
He was signed to be their backup. They traded for Jimmy
I'm just saying, but he's
Garoppolo
I'm
to be
saying.
their quarterback.
Doesn't matter. I don't consider it right now as someone. No, just because it's your first year and a half as a quarterback, literally does not make you a franchise quarterback. It makes you the franchise's quarterback, but doesn't make you a franchise quarterback.
If Kyle Shanahan was a great coach, they'd had a better record last year. If he was the greatest coach ever, like you're making him out to be.
Why did the Ravens have? They had the same
Because
players last year.
John Harbaugh.
Had the same exact quarterback the whole year. Why isn't he there?
John Harbaugh completely changed his offense to tailor-made
They
for this guy that
they-
can't throw. And now he's found a way to make him be able to throw, on top of the fact that they can run all over you.
See, if he was such a great quarterback, he'd done the same thing last year. They'd have been in the same position they were last year.
They went to the playoffs last year.
But they had the same record? Were they as this dominant? Were they this dominant last year?
But
Answer
they
the
went
question.
to the
Answer the
playoffs.
question. Were they this dominant last year?
No,
Exactly. So
They
why
went
not?
to-
They have the
they
same
were-
quarterback, though.
they were in the playoffs, Mike.
The quarterback.
This,
not the same
this is
thing.
this is getting on Mike Dave level.
No,
I'm Mike.
no,
You're Dave.
absolutely not.
You can't be Mike because I'm Mike.
Lamar
Like,
Lamar Jackson's not even from Ohio, Kevin.
yeah. No, he played for Louisville, but
This just in, Dave thinks that Dustin Fox is the greatest cornerback to ever play in the NFL.
it was.
He was pretty good.
Well, he lasted a whole 3 seasons.
It's so funny. You're listening. I was garbage. I was like, what? Wait, sell yourself, man. He's like, whatever, but.
All right, so the basketball Buckeyes off to a 4-0 start. Like we said, big wins over Cincy and Villanova, ranked number 10 in the AP poll. They play Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne, big powerhouse Friday, and then Kent State Monday.
See, I'm not even gonna say anything because look at what Kentucky lost to
I know.
Everseen or
I never even
Everlast,
heard of that.
Evansville.
place.
Evansville.
Yeah.
So Purdue, Fort Wayne could be 0-44, and they could beat
Kent State just beat them last night.
Fort Wayne. Purdue, Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kent State should probably beat them.
As you mentioned, December 4th, they play at number 5, North Carolina,
That's a big game.
and then against Kentucky on the 21st.
Are they not Kentucky not ranked? You know they're ranked.
Yeah, they're 9th. I don't know what I did there.
You put
A symbol.
it's called a mark here.
We're on.
Yeah.
We're on the radio.
But they're doing it pretty much with a balanced attack. Kyle Young's leading the way with 11.8 points, 8.5 rebounds. Caleb Wesson's averaging double-double, 11 points, almost 11 rebounds. And the most impressive freshman so far has been the point guard, DJ Carton. He's averaging almost 11 points and 4 assists. He's had some pretty highlight reel dunks. The other two aren't playing a whole lot right now. EJ Liddell's playing 15 minutes a game, and Gaffney, the Ohio kid's playing 12 minutes a game, but I'm sure their minutes will increase as the season goes on, so they get some experience.
Well said. Well said.
I should be more up on the.
This is how much I don't call basketball,
I know.
dude. We got super quiet.
I've been watching them because I was
Do your
excited
thing,
to
Kev.
see these
This
guys.
is your time to shine,
Take it
man.
We'll find something to argue with you about. Just
Yeah, just go. Just
that
let me read ahead. I
guy,
got something. Kevin Love's injured. Let's see.
Yeah, again,
Let's blame someone. Let's blame someone on that. There we go.
Kevin Love. No.
he's back tonight or tomorrow night though. He fell on his back.
This guy is soft. I'm sorry.
He is.
because he got skinny.
Yeah, we need fat Minnesota Kevin.
We
Love.
do.
Yeah,
We
because that
can't
dude
get him.
could get some padding. That dude could.
Get banged down low. That was a bad choice of words.
I mean, that's how they say it.
I know. It's a sharp dressed man.
I mean, you could be banging in the paint. You could bang down low. You
Bang out.
Bang at half court.
Larry Nance and Kevin Love are back against Miami tonight, actually.
9-3 Miami, by the way.
Yeah, they're kind of
They
the
are.
surprise team.
That's what isn't Deion Waiters now playing though? Isn't that without Deion
Yeah,
Waiters?
he failed failed a test for something with CBD oil.
Oh man.
You can dress like a chick, but you
One of
can't
his-
smoke
they-
pot. Like, that's cool.
He
Like,
got something from a teammate that had CBD in it that he didn't know, and he consumed it, and then I guess failed the test because of it.
I just don't understand why they can't use CBD.
I don't either. I mean, it's pretty much legal almost everywhere
You
now.
can buy it at the. I was at the the little store.
Yeah.
are
they
we
sell
sure
it
that's
everywhere.
real CBD oil, though? Because I can't trust nobody. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
you know, Callaway got some with the THC in it still. Apparently, he had no idea when he got high, but it just somehow it happened. You know?
That dude's a joke.
Yeah, he is.
All the talent, dude, and just wasting it.
Yep.
Idiot.
Gordon looked good, though, back to football. Gordon looked good in Seattle's debut.
Yeah.
A lot of back to football with you. We're talking about college basketball.
You ain't
right now.
talking. You were sitting there standing up like me. Trying to jump on that bandwagon. Fine, Matt.
But
Kind of like when you guys go crazy off the Indians when we're talking about baseball, but it's not about the Indians. I'm just deer in the headlights.
Someone just baseball in general. You're just like,
Oh yeah, that guy's awesome.
white ball, black bat.
Yeah.
That's- yeah, but Indians did make a trade, you said today.
yeah, big trade.
I didn't-
They traded minor league second baseman Mark Mathias to the Milwaukee Brewers for a minor league catcher.
Wow,
So that's
Yeah.
probably their big offseason move.
that guy's
Mike
gonna
Trout
be-
won his third MVP.
Winter meetings are paying off already for Chris Anthony.
I heard that Lindor was seen hanging out with the dude from New York.
Oh yeah, Gio Urshela,
Yeah,
which they were best friends when he was with Cleveland, so that could be
okay.
part of it. But yeah, the Yankees are one of three teams that are mentioned. So
I saw him wearing a Yankees jersey that said Lindor on it.
did you?
No.
Wow.
Dodgers, Phillies, and Yankees are the three teams that.
Dodgers or Phillies, I sent them out. I sent them to the National League. Have to.
Dodgers have a lot of guys I like. I would take.
Get Bryce Harper from the Phillies. I'm sure they're regretting that fucking contract right now.
No thanks.
Washington, what? Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that contract. The Indians would love that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I just noticed you're wearing a Lindor shirt.
Yeah, I am. Might be one of the
Last
times I do wear it.
Yeah. Frame that fucker. On the glory days.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to keep him, but the reality is they're never going to be able to afford to sign him to what he wants. And you might as well get a couple guys that can help you stay in contention the next couple years while your window's still open.
You know what? It really surprised me. So this is gonna sound so bad. I'm like, probably gonna get some hate mail from like 4 listeners we have, but I'll probably deliver it. So it really don't matter. But these people that come from like these South American countries, growing up with nothing, blah blah.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they think they're worth like $500 million. Like you had nothing like 5 years ago, and now you're worth $500 million.
Owners are willing
Chill
to pay
the
it.
fuck out.
I would do the same
I was
thing.
like, yo, I'll give you like 6 bags of taco seasoning and like,
Whoa.
like
That is highly racial. That's highly racial.
it's my show. Fuck off.
I work with some brown guys from Puerto Rico.
Brown guys? Because that's much better, man.
What'd you have for dinner? Rice, beans, and pork chop every day.
Is that what they really say?
Yeah, that's no
I had
lie.
pork chops and rice today.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so
Did you have any saison in there?
this is one.
That's a seasoning
No.
for everything.
No, I had salt and pepper.
Wow.
On my pork chop. I'm a simple man. Salt, pepper, olive oil, real quick grill.
Benito. That's what they
Benito.
say.
Yeah, that's your. I'm trying to close the fuck down.
Yeah. That was Bongiorno's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Food.
Anyway,
the cook there sucked.
Tune in next week.
The cook there sucked. Me and my wife went there, man. It was garbage.
Trash.
Trash.
Anyhow, what are we getting to next?
Well, we gotta do our pick'ems,
Yeah, we got to do pick'ems.
but
And we have to announce the standings.
you.
I'm assuming Kevin's winning because he's so excited about it.
I increased my lead by a couple of games.
It's 3-3 game lead.
Yeah.
Because it was 2 last week. I made a game up, but then he got me by 2 today. He got 12-4 this week, and I went 10-4. 12-2, and I went
2, 10, and 4.
10-4.
My best week so
3
far.
games is a lot in your guys' little.
Oh, it is, but
6 weeks to go.
I don't know if he can make it up.
well, the first week, dude, we went bad. Like,
Yeah, we had a couple really bad weeks.
so I mean, if I have a decent week and he's a bad, I mean, it's possible because we're not, like, we're close. Like every week, like we're within 1 or
Couple
2.
games, yeah.
So I mean, we tied a bunch of weeks, but we'll see. But there's some big NBA news. Melo came back.
Oh yeah, how about that?
I'm actually going to the game Saturday
Oh yeah,
Are you?
against
Oh, you
the
get to see
Portland
him.
Trailblazers. I'm looking forward to seeing Melo in person for the first time.
Yeah, he did pretty well. He had 10 points in what,
for
20
someone not
minutes?
playing for a long time.
I see a lot of videos of that guy playing like pickup basketball at the Lifetime Fitness, though.
Yeah, but is that the same though? Is that still NBA ready though? Do you think?
I think so. I mean, maybe not in shape as much, but I mean, as far when it comes
His
to
toning,
shooting,
his skills, yeah. Sometimes
Comes to
but
shooting.
his endurance and
I
his,
was really surprised after all the time he's had off that they threw him in the starting lineup right off the bat.
I thought
he
looked,
started.
Yeah, he
I thought
started.
he looked fat too. I did. I thought. I mean, for a basketball player,
I'm sure he's probably put on a few pounds.
he looked like the Kevin Love that we're praying
Was it-
for.
It was Hoodie Melo. Hoodie Melo is always chunky.
Maybe it'd be better for him. Who knows?
There was this thing on a sports group I follow. Had like the best players for every team. In history, LeBron James was Cleveland, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Lakers. Who do you think they put in Lakers?
There's so many.
It's one of the big 3. So
Kobe,
Kobe, Magic, or Shaq.
Magic,
So
yeah.
they put Magic. I don't know. I think I go with Shaq. I think Shaq is the most dominant Laker player to ever play.
I think Wilt Chamberlain is the most
But
dominant.
didn't Wilt play for someone else before that though? Before he went to the Lakers,
I
Sixers.
think he played for the 76ers.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's when he was like his most dominant. I think he went to LA in the back end of his career. But don't quote me. I mean, you can fact check me. But
No.
you were wrong. You're 0-1 right now. So
I'm gonna leave that alone for tonight.
yeah, he's like, I'm gonna do this shit tomorrow. So I could be like, I have to tell you if I was right or wrong. But
Lakers have had so many.
oh yeah, yeah. But,
For
who do you think they put down for the Raptors?
the Raptors?
Chris Bosh.
No.
Mm-mm,
Kyle Lowry,
mm-mm,
DeMar DeRozan.
mm-mm.
Don't say Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
Really? One
Get the
season.
fuck outta
You
here.
can't. You can't.
Who made this
No.
list,
This was
Dave?
an no.
Play more than one season.
Get out of here, man.
It was a NBA.
I mean, he probably is the
Associated-
most talented player that ever.
Yeah, I
played
think
He
that's
took
basketball.
him to a. I mean, I get it. He took him to a.
You can't be the
and
best
won a final,
player
but-
in a franchise in one season.
No.
That's like saying you're the franchise quarterback. You just
So this is from Hoops Nation. So everything's team's all-time best franchise player. Leonard is Toronto
Yeah, I 100% disagree with that.
because he has Wilt Chamberlain goes to Sixers.
as soon as I saw Kawhi Leonard was on that list for the Raptors, I would have stopped looking at the list.
Clippers was Chris Paul, but instead of the Hornets, they have Davis as the Hornets. I think I put Chris Paul in the Hornets and instead of the Clippers, in my opinion. But right, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was like it was interesting that some of the people they put fucking teams. I mean, I can see it because no other players ever won a championship for that franchise. So I can kind of understand why they would choose it. Like he brought the 1 year he's there, he brought the one championship the team has.
But
I get it, but
it should be Chris Bosh.
or Lillard.
Lowry.
Lowry, you mean?
The Blues, yeah, Lowry. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just speechless.
But I mean, Bosch was a multi-year All-Star there.
I feel like somebody's landing a jet at your house right now in my ears. Do you hear that?
Yeah, yeah, too.
Yeah. That's weird.
I don't know. So let's do the pick'ems.
Yeah, let's get that.
Oh, this is a pick'em.
Yeah, I made one out. I didn't know if you needed one or not. Needed it for this week, so.
And that.
Yeah, you can get. We got the extra ones.
So we got game 1. Close out the show with our pick'ems.
Got the Colts at Texans. I'm looking at the Texans to bounce back after that horrible loss to Baltimore, in which Deshaun Watson got me 3 fantasy points. I
Colts.
still
I'm
won.
going with the Colts.
Colts?
Yeah. Well, no, Marlon Mack's not playing. Fuck. Oh, yeah, nope.
Is Matthew Stafford back this week?
I'm not sure. Even with that, I think I still go Lions.
Yeah. Look at their playing the
I
Redskins.
think Raiders take over the Jets.
Raiders over the Jets.
Saints beat the
Saints
Panthers.
over Panthers.
Browns beat the Dolphins.
Steelers over Bengals. Bears over the Giants.
Yep.
Take the Bills over the Broncos.
I don't take the Broncos over the Bills.
Atlanta's been playing well. I'm going to go with them over Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers going to bounce back. I don't take Bucks.
I'll take Tennessee over Jacksonville.
Yeah, same here.
49ers over Packers.
Ooh. I'm old Packers. I'm going to take Packers over the 49ers.
Patriots over Cowboys.
Yeah. I'm take the Seahawks.
over the Eagles. And then Monday night, I'm taking the
Ravens.
Ravens. Keep rolling with Jackson.
Yeah.
Rams have been struggling.
Yep.
How many differences we got this week?
Oh, I don't know. We'll count and put them on Facebook. We'll put it up on there.
All right.
So, but other than that, man, I got nothing. Next week's gonna be me and Matt taking the show.
Yeah,
You'll be here, so
I won't be here next week, but it'll be the Matt and Mike show. Who knows what'll happen? Tune in
that's
to find
pending.
out.
Like that's
Pending, yeah.
that's what's happening.
As of right now.
If work release permits.
Yeah, if it changes, we'll let everybody know. If worst case scenario, we take the week off for the holiday week. And
Yeah.
come back the following week, first week of December.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be too big.
All right. Well, until next week, guys.
All right,
We'll
Matt.
see you later.
Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so for Titan Mike, I am your host, Kevin Says, and we are out. Peace.
DeMar DeRozan leads in like 7 out of